Logical Zay. It's always more than one way to think about anything.
King and Queens, I hope everybody is taking care of their health, staying to their self, man. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. Population in the comment section. I will be checking. Keep it respectful, no disrespect. And remember, a slow grind is better than no grind, as y'all can see by the title, by the thumbnail, what we got going on, man. Whew. Hey, it's tough out here, man. I know a lot of us is paying a lot of money. We're paying a lot of money for rent. It's outrageous. But we're going to get into this because I'm super interested in this one.
Apartment's $2,000, but when I was 13, they were only $500. My mom was living out in Lehigh for $550 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Now all of a sudden, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath is fucking $2,500. And how y'all expect me to pay for that? The debt to income ratio is still the same, so why is the rent so fucking high? And y'all don't even own these buildings either, so what you charging me all this money for? I know your mortgage is not that high on it. That's just like back in the day, if you had bad credit, or let's say you just had broke a lease on an apartment, you can go get an apartment. You know, you go talk to Mr. John, and Mr. John gonna help you, him and Miss Mary. Nowadays, they said, man, fuck you, go to court. They said you better go to the courthouse and try to get that eviction expunged off your record. Are you serious right now? Like, and then they wonder why everybody's staying at home with their mama. You judging the bitch because they at home with their mama. What am I supposed to do? I'm sorry that I'm 21 with no credit and they don't want to let me get no place. Like, it's not my fault. The criteria is a lot harder now than it was back in the day. Back in the day, if you had $1,500, you was in a house. Point blank, period.
Well, the economy isn't that bad. The cost of living crisis isn't that bad. You have homeless coworkers. It doesn't matter if you're working in finance. It doesn't matter if you're working a retail job. I can almost guarantee you that you have homeless coworkers because 40 to 60% of homeless people are employed and rent is unaffordable. Look at the numbers here, okay? Like the minimum cost of a 1-bedroom apartment in the US is around $1,500. And a lot of states, you're really lucky if you could get that, okay? $1,500. You need to make 3 times the rent. $4,500 a month. That is $28 an hour.
Ooh, sheesh. And for those that live in California, New York, what other places super expensive? Like Miami. God bless y'all heart, man. I would advise y'all to go to Texas. I don't know. Go to Tennessee or something. I have no idea. But go to a place where you'll be able to thrive and survive, man. And if you can afford, you know, paying $2,500 and $3,000 a month for an apartment or for a home, then hey, you got it made and you're doing good. But I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that there was a large percentage of individuals that were homeless that are still employed. That sounds crazy. Land of the free, home of the brave.
$28 an hour in the US is like the baseline bare minimum living wage. But our federal minimum wage is
$7.25 an hour.
You know what $7.25 an hour gets you working full time?
$1,160
a month. The minimum for an apartment, again, remember?
$4,500 a month.
And we're not even factoring in taxes into all of this shit. I don't care what your job is. There is no reason that anyone working 40 hours a week, slaving their life away, should not be able to at least afford a fucking 1-bedroom apartment. And if you're defending that shit, you're part of the problem.
And also, too, I mean, and everybody is not going to have a well-paying job. You know, everybody's not going to have this high dollar or top dollar job. But at the same time, too, I think that's where it needs to start. Excuse me. For the younger people, y'all should take things now serious. Y'all should make sure that y'all are listening to y'all parents. And also, too, if you see and witness your parents struggling, take that as motivation. If you still 16, 17, 18, you still have an opportunity and chance, this is your moment to realize how difficult it is to live in this world. And also, too, you need to be focused on trying to better yourself and put yourself in a position where now you can do something. Go get a trade, go get your CDLs, you know, go to the military. Yeah, do something productive. You know what I mean? I almost said something, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, you can go to the military, you go to the Air Force or whatever the case you want to do. But I mean, at this time, it's so scary. Even doing that, it's a gamble. But what's not a gamble? You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody in the military. That was no shot or nothing like that at anybody that chooses to go that route, because I wanted to actually do that at one point. But I'm just saying, as far as like the war stuff, it's a scary thing. But again, like I say, you can't live your life and be scared and be worried, because everything's a gamble. You know what I'm saying? You can work a regular job and something can happen to you. So, or things can go left, or you can lose it, whatever. Y'all get what I'm saying. But take this moment right now to pay attention to all the young people out there. Watch my content. I'm gonna start doing more stuff like this. Realize that things are harder now. Relationships, friendships, finding jobs, living, working, having a car. we're gonna do a video on cars and payments and all that type of stuff too. But it's time to take things serious right now. Whatever you doing, lock in. Don't worry about no women. Don't worry about no dudes. So all the young ladies out there, y'all lock in and try to create a space for you where you can be good financially by yourself on your own. Don't think you need to rely on your partner, or I need to get in a relationship so I can, live comfortably. Nah. You be able to create a space for yourself where you can live comfortably, and then you go find a partner, and then together y'all can live phenomenally. That's the goal.
Okay, so I'm apartment hunting. I find this listing, okay, pretty cheap, like for a room, whatever, Toronto, like nice kitchen. Let me scroll. Okay, it looks nice. Is that a mattress though? Like, what is that? Oh,
Blow up mattress.
Is that a wall? What is that? Oh, that's my room. That's what you're paying for. $750 to be in the middle of the room.
Yeah, it's a studio apartment.
What? This is what it looks like when you close your door. Like when you want to be by yourself, this is what it looks like. And they even say, where is it? Like fully furnished, very bright and sunny and comfortable. Yeah, it's really bright and sunny, bros, because you're taking up half of the, what?
I'll put my 60-day notice in this raggedy ass apartment because my rent went from $1,300 to $1,500. They're charging me $1,628 this month. I'll put my 60-day notice in. I'm not staying here.
God, dog.
So they mad.
And what is that about? What's the spike about? Like, why do they do that?
Their policy is that you only have to pay your last month's of rent. Why are they charging me $2,600 to move out?
God, dog.
I'm still moving out. I don't know where they're gonna get the money from. They gonna figure it out, but gotta get the fuck out of here.
And see, that's the thing too about that. If you don't pay, then it eventually ends up on your credit. Then it makes it difficult for you to get another space. Things like that. These are the things that a lot of times we don't know. And I didn't know that before I started to get my apartment and so on and so forth. And I actually wanted to move out earlier than the release date as far as the lease that I signed, the lease agreement. And I got worried about how much it is to pay out by. Oh my God, they will cook you, man. They will cook you. And a lot of times they'll put their own price on it. Just like she said all you had to do is pay, and they cooked her. I'm sure they just came up with that number. And it's like, wait, huh? But what they probably did was doubled. They probably said she got to pay 2 months and lied to her and said you only got to pay the last. No, because that's how the last place that I was at, they did the same thing. But I ended up not even really paying that much. But yeah, you got to be careful, man. You got to really pay attention. Do your reviews and stuff like that. And just look at that stuff, man. Go on Google. Before you get into an apartment, look that stuff up. Make sure that they ain't frying people, because people gonna tell the truth. Oh no, don't do that. They got water leaks, they got water bugs, they got this, that, and the third. The maintenance is slow, so on and so forth, man. That's very important to do. Go on Google and look these apartments and these homes up before y'all move into them, man. Very true.
I'm not even gonna lie, rent so high, I'm about to go pick up a shift at the leasing office. I'm about to cover their Saturdays because rent is about to blow us out the country. I heard that they be getting discounts when they work at the leasing office. If you ask me, a part-time job as a leasing agent don't sound too bad. Because when I think about it, I really was sitting on the most amount of money when I was a resident advisor in college. When I didn't have to pay for room and board, when I tell you that money was so fat, boy, that check, that refund, that money from them jobs was so fat. Don't even get me started. And I just genuinely feel like if you can find a way to finesse and really get ahead by not having to pay for living, ain't no way you ain't balling out. And I get everybody's situation is different. I'm not trying to say that and tell people what they should do or whatever like that. I'm just giving my opinion for all the comments and the internet warriors. But like, think about it. If I could really pull that off, keep my same career, pick up maybe 1 to 2 shifts every now and then at a leasing office and get free or discounted rent.
I seen a creator on here talking about people need to stop moving and bouncing around. That's why the rent high. Just renew your lease, like all this other stuff. But let me give you the perspective of a mover, right? I've had 5 apartments in the last 5 years. Let me tell you why. In one of my apartments, my lease was up. They sent me a renewal offer. They said your rent's going up $150. I said, why? Nothing has changed in this place. If anything, it should go down. Like all the damages I've caused in here and my kid. So, but it's going up? They said, yeah, you know, the market, blah, blah. The market? Okay. Do my research. I pull up the website. There's a unit next door available. Same layout, same floor plan, same style. And there's no new renovations. $200 cheaper than what I'm paying currently. Not the new rent. That would have been $350 cheaper. What I have now, it was $200 cheaper than that.
Wow.
But what's the catch? It's for new tenants, new business. Okay. So
Which I don't get that, because if I've been here longer, wouldn't you want to look out to somebody that's loyal to the complex? If I've been living here a year, 2 years, 3 years, I feel like you should get a discount. I feel like every year $100 should be taken off your rent. At the least. I mean, God, dog. The least you could do is take 100, 150 off my, because I've been here. And I've been on point. I've never missed a payment. I've always paid my rent on time. That should be considered.
I called him, try to figure this out. Hey, bro, by the way, can I just move in that one? Because I'm going to just move in there. It's $200 cheaper, same floor plan, same everything. We good, right? No, you actually have to pay a $500 transfer fee just to move units, and then on top of that, you don't get that new price, that new rent. That's only for new tenants. Since you're an existing tenant, it would just be the same rent as your other place. Make it make sense.
Wow.
So then I said, you know what? Screw it. We gone. 60 days. Here you go. We out. I checked the apartment website. What do you know? The unit that I'm moving out of is now $200 cheaper for a new tenant. You see how that works? It's not us. It's the apartment complexes. It's the scam that they have going on.
That's crazy.
But this is the best part. When you pull up a new complex, they will have newer renovations, and they'll give you 2 months free just because you're a new tenant moving in. And your rent is going to be cheaper than the last place you stayed at. So while moving costs and all of that sucks, for sure, I hate doing that. In the long run, I have a cheaper place, a nicer place, and 2 months free.
Wow.
So that is why I move around. It's not our fault at all. It's the apartment's fault. It's the apartment industry.
Things are becoming so irrationally expensive that even I'm starting to question the prices. And I say that as someone who lives under the guise of, well, I got to get it anyway, right? So like if it's gas or food, I really don't question it because it's a necessity for me to live. What am I going to say? I'm not going to eat food. And I just got food from Popeyes, and although that's not necessarily a necessity, 3 chicken tenders, a side, and a drink is $18.
Where do you live? And this is the thing that I don't get. Oh my God. Why in different regions and different places and states and areas around the world does the price change on the food? Why? Because I want to go to Wisconsin, or I want to go to New York and New Jersey, that it's going to be higher. If I go to California, it's going to be more expensive. Why is it? Why? It's the same food that I was eating in Kentucky, or that I was eating in Arkansas, or that I was eating in Alabama. Why, when I go to these other places, I go to Miami or wherever, it's skyrocketing? It's the same chicken sandwich. I don't want to hear no crap about, oh, the taxes are different. There's no tax. Shut up. This crap is all a scam, man. It's just all the way to get over on us. And we just got to go with the flow of life, huh? Go with the flow of how the world is structured.
18?
I'm Gen Z. I'm 23. I'm in college. I just found out what a rent party is. Apparently, y'all, back in the day, if you couldn't pay your rent, you could host a party, or your friends would come and everybody would put money in to like a hat or something to help you pay your rent. When dope. I was telling my friend about this, they was like, oh my God, why don't we do this, bitch? I cannot help you pay $1,500. My rent is also $1,500. I can't help with that. When the shit was like, you know, $500, $800. Yeah, bitch, I help you. I would help you if the rent was $800. I would give you $100, $200. Yes, bitch, here, have that. That's nothing. $1,500.
Yeah, it's crazy nowadays, man. It is, and you can still find some. And I'm not gonna be. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. Arkansas, if the people's mindset would change a little bit here and shift over, this place would be a phenomenal place to live. Now, why this place is a good place to live is because the cost of living here is very affordable. Outside of that, this place is a great state. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with this place at all. I think if you can live here, make the money you make, and then travel and then come back here to stay, it's not bad at all, man. And you get to carry your guns, and you know what I'm saying? You get to do a lot of great things. You get to go out, you get to hunt, you get to go see the nice rivers and the natural places that we have, so on and so forth. But is it a lot of activity here? No, not really. They say this is the retirement state, but at the same time too, this is a place where you can thrive. You know what I mean? But also too, I think if you live here and you want to travel and have fun, you could do that. But it's places here that you can live from like $700 to $1,000. Now, granted, they're not luxury apartments, but they're affordable places where, I mean, as long as you mind your business, you'll be okay. You know what I mean? But once it get below that, it's like it get a little tricky. Because, of course, the cheaper area you in, you're going to have to deal with the chaoticness of the crazy people that live there. Facts. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hello or goodbye. Talk to me. Do not yell at me. We elevate till we hit our head. We ain't bleeding yet. Spread love, not hate. I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Be great. Go on.